my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the comic collector geek, and I'm joined with Stephen, Collecto6.
Hi, everybody.
And we are doing the Monday special. Typically, we do like Golden Age books, but today we're going to be a little different. We're going to be doing some Silver Age for once. Now, I think Stephen has been digging in his collection. I think he's got one or two books, I'm pretty sure, some from the Silver Age, right?
I do.
And I decided I would just pull a box from my Warren collection that I know is from the 60s. So it's Silver Age by default. And it should be an interesting box, actually, because I'll get into it once I show it. But so it should be a pretty cool show. So, yeah, let me just quickly say hi to the chat.
Hi to the chat.
And we got Patel, which is actually Tan. So I met Tan on the weekend.
Hi, Tan.
And yeah, very nice to meet you. You seem like a nice guy. I was being when I'm in the convention area, all the muffly sounds really trigger my concussion. So I become very tunnel focused. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure if you know what I mean, but like I get really...
I had a concussion when I was 4.
Okay.
And I was knocked cold for 24 hours. I didn't know who my mother was.
Wow.
She was sitting there holding my hand, and she said, "Stephen, are you all right?" And I said, "Who are you?" And she says, "I'm your mother." And I looked her right in the eye. I said, "You're not my mother." This did not go over. This did not go over well with Carol. I assure you.
A second concussion, maybe.
And what brought me out was greed, and it was at Easter. I got a brand new pair of Red Ball Jets for my Easter present. Was a brand new pair of sneakers. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
Anyway,
so for me, so I was a little bit comic focused, like going through long boxes, kind of in that focus. I wasn't really being the best social person, so I felt kind of bad. So it was really nice to meet you, though. And he was really nice. He actually gave me a couple comics, and actually 3 comics, one of which I needed for a collection that I have. So I thought that was really awesome. So I was really thankful. Thank you, by the way. I just wanted to say thank you. Okay, then we got K Munin. Hi, Andreas.
Hi, Andreas.
We got Rob Saint. If I overclicked. 1 second. Rob Saint.
Hi, Rob.
Louis J.
Louis.
Louis. I don't know. And then we got Mark Mueller.
Mr. Mueller.
Robbie Josephs. Actually,
Robbie.
And we got who else do we have here? We got Chunko.
Hi, Chunko.
I had a dream about Chunko last night. That he was like a YouTube celebrity. It was really weird. It's a weird dream. He was interviewing some celebrity as well. William Shatner. He was interviewing William Shatner in my dream.
Chunko, you're not only you're living rent free in Alan's head.
In my head, yeah, it was weird. So I dreamed that he was interviewing William Shatner, and William Shatner turned out to be this big nerd and loved comics. It was the weirdest dream. Okay, so that was my weird dream, and I don't know why. It was a weird dream. Then we got Matt Likes Comics.
Hi, Matt.
And we got what's that here? Kenny Numbers. Hi, Kenny. And we have Michael, just Michael.
Michael.
Yeah. And who else? Oh, we got Big Nasty.
Hi, Rich.
Or is he Chunko Jr. or is Chunko Jr.? I don't know how it works.
I don't get it. I can't play in those.
It was really messed up. Okay, so and then we got Carrie. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Bearded Rooster.
Bearded Rooster.
That's a pretty cool thing.
Mark Spears.
Yeah, very Mark Spearsy. Then we got Comic
Mike.
And then we have, I can click a little bit. AG. Hi, AG.
Aubrey, how you feeling?
Hopefully he's feeling better. Hopefully he's like doing the marathon now.
No, let's not do that. Let's walk around without any pain at all. That's what we want.
First step, yeah. And then we got Lyle, Big Lyle.
Hi, Big Lyle.
It's cool that we have like nicknames for everybody in our chats. And we got Revolver Comics.
Revolver?
Like, if I show that, will I get like my channel suspended?
I hope
Revolver
not.
Comics.
I hope not.
You know, it's so messed up there. And then we got, who else we have here? We got JX,
Hi, JX.
Mike Pope,
Big Mike.
and we have, who's this one?
Steven Spock. Hi.
That's a new one.
Welcome over from Beta Ray Jim.
Oh, is
I
that
don't know
really
if you
fun?
were in Astonishing, but I don't know if we're going to have any reflection covers to show you. I don't know. I may actually have one, but nice to see you.
Okay, and we got a super chat from Tan. Thanks, by the way. Steve and I was reviewing Overstreet Guide since the 1970s. Fantastic Four and number 2 were quite high on the value charts. What happened over time?
Market penetration and other alternatives. Also, the movies that they've had, and also the movies that didn't happen, and also you had Iron Man and Doctor Strange and other Marvel characters, which basically overtook them and in popularity. And so all of these books have they have sort of a wave. I mean, they go up and they go down, and they're popular and they're not. And the trick is to buy them when people aren't really wanting them. And that way you save money to buy other books, and then it works out to your favor. But watching that is you're wise to just watch the market.
Yeah.
And thank you for the super chat.
So what I would say is, in terms of Marvel, Fantastic Four kind of enjoyed the 60s all the way up into the 80s. And then in the 90s, X-Men became the big thing.
Absolutely.
And when that happened, it kind of, the value kind of didn't kind of get sustained for the
and then Wolverine
and all the kind
Moon
of
Knight and all those others that came in.
Yeah.
All of the other characters caught up.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Okay, so and then we got JSS. Hi, JSS.
Hi, John.
And we have a Diabetic Superman. Actually, JSS, by the way, was on Matt's show on Tuesday.
Yes, he had a good show. It was really fun to see him.
And we got Last Frontier Comics.
Frontier?
And we have Jim.
Mr. Lentini? I hope your call goes through.
A call?
On his logo, his avatar.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where you found a phone booth, to be honest with you. I don't even think they are anymore.
Is that? Yeah, it's very odd. It's like, is it a phone booth? It almost looks like AI photo, though. And what else we got? We got Stevie D.
Hi, Steve.
We got Knives.
Knives?
And we got, I think that's it. I made it to the bottom.
Alrighty, fair enough.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're only going to have one round each. I'm going to show something.
Two rounds, 10 and 10.
No.
Just 20 right up?
One right. You just do it right off. Like,
okay.
I just think that's easiest.
You're calling the shots.
Because mine, I think I can go through a little bit quicker. Even though it's a lot, it might be a little bit quicker.
Go.
Okay. So I'm going to go first. So mine is kind of interesting. What happened was when I moved from Toronto to Ottawa. Oh, we got Hudat here as well. Hi, Hudat.
Hi, Hudat.
So when I moved from Toronto to Ottawa, I basically my nanny helped. Actually, I had a nanny that was working for me, and she she would. Oh, let's see if I can lift it. She would tape them all up. Do you see how it's all taped?
Yeah.
Okay, so she would tape up all the boxes. So these boxes have not been opened for the last 3 years.
I think it's high time.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit of an unboxing. Actually, you can see on the top, she labeled this is 38, box 38. Isn't that weird?
Well,
so that we could count them and then we'd know, oh, was a box missing or not?
That was good. You have to look at your camera, my friend.
Well, it's a little awkward. Okay, one sec here. I'll look at my camera in a second. Okay, there. Okay. Okay. So and I just saw that Archivist Adrift is here too.
Hello, Archivist.
Okay, so I'm
Big Jason?
this is a bit of an unboxing. Kind of. Okay, so there. That's the box being opened. Oh,
Now you'll find your Bullet Man #1 in there.
I hope so. That'd be awesome, but I don't think so. On top, like these are not Silver Age, but they're the ones that were on top of the box. Because like I try to get a little extra in the boxes. I'm just gonna show them because they're actually kind of cool. This is a Richard Corbin cover.
Wow.
This is my box of creepies. Okay. So these are all my creepy books. And then this is like a nuclear explosion one.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And this is this is Bronze Age. Okay, so this is issue 100, which is from 1978. But we're going to go back in time. We're going to go back to the beginning. Where's the beginning? Oh. With creepy #1. I believe this is a Jack Davis cover.
Mm-hmm.
Cool one. I like with all the monsters and stuff hanging around.
Well, the guy that's holding the creepy that has the red nose, I don't know who he was, but
that's Uncle
cool.
Creepy. Uncle Creepy. He's the main narrator for the creepy stories. So yeah, so cool Jack Davis cover. Once I get the first bunch out, it'll be so much easier. Okay, so that's creepy #1, and some of these you'll see that I got these from Mile High because they'll have the Mile High little. They put these little stickers on them for the grade. So this is the second grade issue. I forgot who did this. This is, by the way, this would be 1964 era. Okay. And then we got #3.
Cool. Very Max Shrecky.
Yeah. So the thing is, sometimes I get them in really high grades. Some like what I paid $10 for this back in the day.
Too much.
For a mint copy. Yeah. So, and then we got some Frazetta, Frank Frazetta.
What a great cover.
Yeah. With the werewolf.
That is so cool.
Yeah. I always like. Oh, that's right. It's actually it's Archivist Adrift's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
I forgot. I almost forgot that. Yeah. Everyone's saying happy birthday to him in the chat. So let's quickly happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday,
Archivist.
dear Archivist. Happy birthday to you.
Cool. Okay. So, and then we got, what is this? Who did this one? Is this another Frazetta? Yeah, it's another Frazetta. He always does these kind of, as you always call it, like simian kind of faces.
Yes, it's and you have to be a little bit further away from them to get any resolution, because he would use kind of a light touch on the faces and stuff. Yeah.
The thing I like is you can see there's where you see Uncle Creepy and he's narrating the stories on the back.
Which one was it, Ackerman or the other guy that were the writers? Who was the writer?
They would have different writers.
And who's the Stan Lee at Warren?
You know, I never really focused on writers, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
So the Stan Lee would have been Forrest J. Ackerman, because he would do all the writing for like Famous Monsters of Finland, but the ones that did the stories for these would be different writers.
Okay.
Yeah, there's another one. I think this is a Ken Kelly or one of those ones. And then another Frazetta. This is the classic one.
I just bought one for me and for Susan. I know that Bleecker has one. I know that Biggie Shack has one, and I'm sure there are others. But that particular cover,
Gold and Goodwin. Yeah, that's the one. It was in my mind. I really did know it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Archie Goodwin is the big.
Thanks, writer. Aaron, and hello.
Yeah. Yeah. So another. And then we got. I'm just doing these in order. So that was creepy 7, and this is creepy 8. So you're getting the full run of creepy. And it would alternate from different artists. Here's another Fazetta.
God, look at those. That is so weird.
Hey, Brian. Brian joined us here.
LCS?
Brian LCS, yeah.
Hello there.
Okay. And actually, they're actually in fairly high grade. I think most of mine are like minty. I was buying these for like $5 to $10 each back in the day.
The Monster Rages is sort of a Frankenstein send-up. Who's he got? Does he have Dracula again or someone else?
It looks like Dracula.
Okay.
It looks like Dracula. I don't know.
It's sort of like the Frankenstein guy and the werewolf guys are always going after Dracula.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm not sure who did the cover on that one. And then another Fazetta. I like this one a lot.
God, the gorilla, all of his, see now look at her, the gal, her face has sort of Chinese simian, see what I mean? And he very Rubenesque hips, but smaller chests. That's how he drew his women.
Yeah. The interesting thing is he would make his very, very minimalistic details on the faces of the people. Very detailed on like the monsters.
On the monsters. Yeah.
Weird.
Very cool.
It's almost like the opposite of Baker. Baker was like, the woman would be like fully detailed out, and everybody else was a little bit, not.
They're there and they look good, but more attention was given to the frail.
Yeah, but Fazetta is the other way around. So, that's number 11. Then we got number 12.
What a great series.
Yeah. And the stories are pretty fun inside. I read these way back in the day, like back in the 90s. So I have sort of vague memories.
So those bags are like 30 years old? Is that what you're telling me?
Is that a bad thing? Okay. So
oh no, it's perfectly okay.
Okay, then we got number 13. They're probably older than 30 years, so don't worry.
Okay, I won't worry.
Yeah, they're vintage. They're vintage bags. And then we got number 14.
What's going on here?
It's like
it's a guy, right? He's riding a dragon against riding with a knight. Is it a female knight? Is it a female knight?
No, it's kind of like like almost like a Thor-like knight where he's got the winged helmet.
Oh, okay. A Norse guy then, probably.
Yeah. Like they never actually had that in real battles and stuff, but oh well, we'll pretend. This one actually, this next cover sold for a crazy amount of money recently. It's another Fazetta one. So
boy, it doesn't look like we're going to have a very good day.
Yeah, these guys are all...
Where'd they get all them muscles,
Yeah, they have a lot of muscles. Fazetta did a lot of the early creepy covers. Got another...
That is so classic Frazetta, totally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's number 16. Getting a good sense of all the... Number 17 with the guy with the axe. And there's red blood, not the black blood that you get on some comics. On the magazines, they didn't really have to follow any code. So
they did not. They did not.
They were pretty wild with it.
They tried to shift to magazines more thoroughly to avoid it, but people did not embrace the magazines as much. They wanted to have the comics.
This one.
Cool. Is that Kelly?
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so, actually. It doesn't quite look like his style, but I'm not sure. It is Kelly. Ken Kelly? Maybe. Okay. I'll believe you.
If Rad says so, you can take it to the bank.
Yeah. This one, definitely the bag needs to be changed. It's a little bit crinkly. You like this, don't you?
I love it.
This is crinkly. Oh, so crinkly.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so I love my crinkliest,
I'll change
my
it.
precious
This,
crinkly.
this one needs to be changed. Okay, well, okay. Other than that bag, I think they were doing quite well. Okay. Um, one sec here. I'm gonna do another handful, and then I'll switch over to you. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is actually a cool one. It's like the ghoul's eye kind of thing. So yeah, I always like that creature. The world of darkness, vampires, creatures that haunt the darkness. Can you take it?
Well, it's sort of like a stylized Basil Wolverton sort of a thing.
Hmm. Oh, and hey, John.
Hello, John.
Oh, and creepy number 14, which I passed. Okay, wait. Was Neil Adams' first work. So wait.
Hello, Paul. How are you? I don't know if
Oh,
I've seen your name before, Paul.
so this one has Neil Adams' first work in it.
Very cool.
That's very
His
cool.
first work at Warren.
Warren. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. And then we're at number 20. We'll do a few more of these. I'm not sure where we are in terms of the era. These would probably be, they did it.
Were they monthly or bi-monthly?
I think it's monthly.
Well, 20, that's only 2 years.
So wait, they did March, May. So by every second month. So
Okay,
six per
so
year.
6 a year. So for 20, that would be what, 3 years worth, 3.5 coming. Yeah.
Well, we're mid 60s now. Okay, so that's 22. And this looks like another Fazetta. I'm not sure. So I did pick up fairly high grades when I could. I was actually pretty cheap about it because I didn't have any money back then. I was really poor. I was like either eating or buying a Warren magazine. I chose to. I was really skinny back then, so you can see where I spent my money. So this is another cool one.
Is that your 20?
That's 24, actually. I'm going to just do a couple more. I'm just going to show a bunch because I don't really show these that often. And we still got a little bit of time.
Dr. Jekyll.
Yeah. And another one. I think this is a Ken Kelly. Or no, it's Fazetta.
Simeon.
Yeah. And we got number 28. They made a puzzle of this one. I have the puzzle as well. And I like this one a lot. This is I like this one. It's kind of a bizarre one, but I kind of thought it was sexy back in the day. She's like, her face is like.
She's changing.
So yeah, that's number 29. And then we get number 30. So yeah. Do you want me to show a few more or do you want me to stop?
It's up to you.
I'll show 5 more. I'll grab 5 more. Because that's a pretty good sampling. Like, I mean, I have the complete run. So there's 139 or 142, I believe, or 145 and then 6. Yeah, so 145 in the run. And then we got some more Fazetta. And then we have the one. See, I mean, most of them are in pretty good shape. I mean, back in the day, these were really cheap, and still they're not that expensive. Strangely, some of them I'd pay like $1 to $2 each, and the ones that were higher grade, maybe I'd pay like $10 kind of level. That's number 34. Number 35. This one's obviously lower grade. It's like kind of, that was one of the problems that would happen with a lot of the magazines. They would get kind of this weird scuffing. And this one's a nice cover. Number 36.
Her pet Triceratops.
This kind of reminds me of Cave Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And got some Yeti. It's a great Yeti cover, mountain cover. And number 38. This is Ken Kelly, I believe. Okay. And that's... Do you want more?
No, let me go.
Just wait. I'll show a couple more. Okay, one sec, one more. I just 41 or 40 and 41. It's pretty cool ones. Okay. So for those people that
well, now I had to come up with 20, and you're showing 40. You're
well,
taking advantage of me because it's your show.
Yeah, well, I mine I showed quickly.
Okay, and I'll do the same.
I showed quickly.
I have a Betty Page here, the first Chuck Norris. I've got a Bill Morrison signed Bongo Comics. He's got Bender in the middle. There's Beetlejuice #1. Some Doom Spec Lozano. Really cute Casper the Friendly Ghost. There's the Crow. This is the Black Panther costume that was the first design that they had, that then they went away from that and they went to the one that we got in FF. And this is really tough. This is a photo cover of the Scarlet Witch, which is quite a tough book to get.
The photo cover. That's a kind of a cool one.
Wait, and for a while it languished, but then
I just thought this was a great cover. Sorry. 42.
Beautiful.
Sorry. Okay, snuck one last in.
All right. It's Silver Age for me, and I had to use a sharp knife because I had a lot of other silver. I collected silver extensively. I mean, my first collection was all silver from 1965 up to 19, and then collecting all the way through up to 1988, and then the thing went away. Then I rebuilt in nicer grade, and so I had my favorite titles, and so this is some of my best stuff. Here is Hawkman #1 in a 9.4. Here is Hawkman.
I really like the Hawkman one. That's awesome.
Here's Hawkman #4 in a 9.2 for Satana.
Oh, wow. That's a great book. I like Satana a lot. She's one of my favorite characters.
Me too. Here is X-Men #50 with the Polaris appearance. White pager.
I'm not going to mention it.
You don't have to. Everybody remembers. Here is Detective Comics #359. This is the first appearance of Barbara Gordon Batgirl in an 8.0.
Oh, beautiful.
The purple cover does take a bit of a beating, as all purple covers do. Yeah. So finding them nice is kind of a trick.
That's actually really solid looking.
Thank you. Speaking of purple covers, this is the 4th appearance of the Silver Age Flash, which is showcase #14 in a very high grade 7.0.
Wow.
Here is Flash #105 in a 6.5. Off-white.
Oh, wow. I was just talking about that book. That is a great book. Mirror Master.
Mm-hmm.
First Flash.
And here is Flash #123 in a 9.0 off-white white.
Wow.
These are big ones.
Yeah, no, these are great books.
Here is House of Secrets #92 in a old label VF 8.0.
Wow. 8.0. Do you think it would grade higher now, or?
I know it would, because the guy made a big deal about it when I bought it from him. He says, I bought the book new, and I did not have it cleaned or pressed, and I'm certain that it would go up at least a half a grade, if not a full grade, if you had that done. So I've always had the option to do it, but putting books at risk, I don't know. Here is Strange Tales number 107 in a 9.6
Oh
white
wow.
page. And this is one of my
Oh,
top Strange Tales, and this is from the East Lansing collection.
I got
Harley
that
E.
twice because of you, by the way.
Oh, Harley E. Found it, and he lives in East Lansing, and all these guys just swoop down on the Thors and the Spider-Mans and the FFs. No, they couldn't care less about Strange Tales, which was
Oh,
I love Doctor Strange and I love Strange Tales, so I just bought them all. Favorably, but this particular book is really a killer diller book. If you look how bright that is, it's just the collection is just stunningly beautiful.
it's very clean looking, like fresh looking.
And here is the Strange Tales 110, also from the East Lansing, and a 9.4 with white pages.
Oh wow. What is it, 9?
9.4 white page.
Wow, that's a really big book and such a high grade.
It's everyone says it's sad that Doctor Strange started out with that particular cover with
It's the
paste
cover that
paint, and
kills that book, but
but
still a great
but
book.
but the thing is, they didn't know what they had. I've mentioned this before.
Yeah, no, I like Doctor Strange a lot. What
I
really
always
actually made me like Doctor Strange was they did a animated movie about Doctor Strange, and I was blown away by the story. I just thought it was such a cool story that I started collecting Doctor Strange after it. So
Yeah, he's a great character. Steve Ditko really, and the art of the way he could draw the creaky faces that he basically perfected at Charlton with Captain Atom, and
yeah,
all the anthology non-super ones.
I thought the last movie for Doctor Strange was really weak.
It was very weak. It was like it wasn't fully baked before they put it
Well,
out. They
I
they
think the
made they
problem was
aired.
they don't at the time it was during the kind of the more wokey era of Marvel where they kind of put American Chavez as being the primary character and Doctor Strange was sort of second fiddle in his own movie. I think
I
that
don't
was the
even know who
problem.
American Chavez is.
She's the one that can create portals.
Okay,
And what's her name? Wanda was sort of like trying to find her, a parallel world, right?
Stinkburger. This is a really really tough book, and as a kid I tried to buy this. It was always an expensive book, and I just bit the bullet and I bought a copy. It's Space Ghost number
Oh,
one
nice.
in a 9.2 off white.
And when did that come out?
This one came out in 1967, March, and here is the back cover pinup.
I love that they did that. Yeah.
Tough. This is a really tough book, but
Well, tough
really, what a
in high
great
grade. Yeah.
of all. Space Ghost was so big for animation for the superhero cartoons of the many from Hanna-Barbera. Um, when I heard that there was going to be a Sabrina movie, the first time I got an inkling of it, I went to see if I could find her first appearance. And when I found it with its Madhouse 22, Archie's Madhouse 22, and it's a robot cover, but it's just sort of a jokey cover. It belies how important it is for the first appearance of Sabrina, the teenage witch. And so all I could find was threes and fours, and 3.0s and fours, maybe a 4.5, and I kept looking and looking, and then all of a sudden this 7 popped up with white pages. And so I jumped. And it was early, it was before there was a great deal of clamor. But I'm really happy to have this one in the
Wow.
collection.
I love that book as well. I'm a big Sabrina fan. By
Me
the way,
too.
that Space Ghost, I didn't realize how big of a book it is. It's like a 4,000 plus dollar book.
That's what I'm saying
Crazy.
is, well, any kid that watched cartoons on Saturday, Space Ghost was huge.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's still popular to this day, which is.
I Here is Tales to Astonish number 44. This is the first appearance of the wonderful Wasp.
Mhm.
This dark cover with green and blue always shows every single imperfection. And a friend of mine who is an advanced Marvel collector, this is an old label and it's a 9-4
Wow.
off-white for this one.
That's another book I really like just because it literally has the character on the cover with an arrow pointing to the character saying who it is as the first appearance. It's such a great cover.
But this is a I love Ant-Man and Doctor Strange were my two. I love Thor, loved Iron Man, loved Captain America. Didn't care for Spider-Man, didn't care for the Fantastic Four. Not
Mm-hmm.
so much. So there's that. And here is the first appearance of Ant-Man in Tales to Astonish number 35.
Okay. Cool.
And this is another one of the East Lansings. This one was, I think, undergraded, but it's a 9.
Very nice. That's a good one. That's the second appearance of Ant-Man, which is
That's the
really
second
nice.
appearance of Henry Pym. It's the first appearance of Ant-Man.
I have a recording where you said otherwise. I was just
Yes, I was coerced with a trick question.
hi, Cram.
Hi, Cram. Supergirl is evidently quite big right now and going to become a lot bigger when the movie comes out. Here is the very first Supergirl type named Supergirl title. It's Superboy number 5.
Oh
This is
wow,
from November, December of 1949.
and a 7.5 too. Craziness.
Now, technically, this would be pre-code because it's 49, not 54.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't have the code, but I wanted, since I'm going to show another Supergirl, I wanted to show you this one. And when the first Supergirl TV series with Melissa Benoist came out, when they mentioned it, I went looking for this, and I found um, uh, there was this the person who had it did not really track on what it was.
Yeah, it's such a good book.
Fortunately,
To me, that's the real first appearance, actually. Now,
even though she's not Supergirl, she is a Supergirl. She was a princess.
was she? Did she get more than one appearance, or was she one and done?
I'm unaware. Maybe Mr. Atkinson can correct me on that. But no, she went back to her country to become the queen after they tried to bump her off and all this other stuff. It's an
Hi,
interesting
Veronica.
era. Hello, Veronica. And here, of course, is the Action Comics number 252 in
Oh,
a
wow.
665.
The third Supergirl. Cool. Awesomeness.
And then, because they were my absolute favorites growing up, my first
Oh,
love.
Matt said something about that book, that last book. One sec here.
Say again.
Matt said something.
I have that.
you,
You
can
can get ready.
probably say
You
it.
can leave it up because he's got this one too.
Oh, you got this one too.
This
Congrats,
one,
Matt, by the way.
I looked and looked and looked and looked for this book, and it was always extremely expensive and always in very, very well read, loved and loved and loved. And then I saw this 7, and I made sure that I got it because this is really important. The color strike on this one, if you look down at the floor
Mm-hmm.
and their costumes and stuff, and how bright the white is on the trade dress with the red,
Yeah,
it is. I'm so thrilled to have this. It's stunning copy of this book.
beautiful. Yeah, such a great book. I mean, that one like is a grail. Definitely a grail book.
I also have here. This one sort of just came up here a little while ago, where they were talking about the creature from the Black Lagoon and the first appearance in a comic book, and it turns out it was an Archie's pal Jughead number 79
Oh,
from December of 1961, and here it is. Finding these in grade or presentable is very, very hard
very
to
hard.
do.
Yeah. Actually, your colors are quite good on the creature. Like the greens, that's how I judge a book on this one. How green he is. And
Well, you
blue
look
and
at the trade dress is deep
red,
blue
deep
and
red.
red.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Nice for the
Off-white,
big P5, yeah.
off-white pages.
Nice. Yeah, that's one of those books. That's what is that? Jughead
It's Jughead 79.
79. I just want to tell people one second. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna just quickly tell people what the census is like on that. It's like really, I think there's only 58 on the census of that, and the highest grade is an 8.5. But there's only one of them.
Well, the Archie the attrition rate for Archie comics, the girls got them and
Mm-hmm.
ruined them. I mean, they were used up. They were like toys. They were red. They were around. They were on the floor. They're stacked up and thrown into a corner, into a box. So, but with me, it's always buy the book and not the label. And this one had such beautiful. If this was a chewed up 3.5, you can have a lot of defects with a 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's what
really
it's about.
can. And
Yeah.
but this one, as far as 3.5s go, it sure looks 4.5 to me. I don't know what the
Yeah, I think
problem
it's
is.
been misgraded. It's misgraded, I think.
So, but I just looked at the book and you get a shot when you see the colors are right and stuff. That's when I have to move because to have it, it wasn't cheap either. So if you're gonna have a book, have it be pretty if you can.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I have two more books to show, and both of these are the highest graded copies of these books. One of my favorite, perhaps my very favorite artist at Archie is Harry Lucy. But Montana I mean, he's just an eyelash below. I like the physical configuration that Harry Lucy, how the girls, how the proportions are just really, really good. So is Montana, and so is DeCarlo. They're all really Bob White. They're all really good.
Yeah.
But there's just something about the Harry Lucy, who also did the Hangman for MLJ. He was with MLJ, of course, that turned into Archie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was around from the Golden Age and a lot of the Golden Age guys. Irv Novick
There's
went
no
over
that.
to
Yeah.
Novick and whoever it was that was with uh, uh, Jim Aparo and Irv Novick or whoever it was that were on Brave and Bold. That I always saw Irv Novick. I didn't think much about it, but he was the guy that drew the Shield. He created the Shield,
Yeah. Yeah.
which was which was Pep was really one of their biggest. The Shield was huge. Then came the Hangman. Really, really great. I mean, the art inside those books, and they're so hard to get. The MLJs just are not the numbers of them, or for the people that have them that don't get rid of them. I mean, MLJs are really tough, and they're so cool. And a lot of great artists worked on this. Schomburg worked on the covers,
Hi,
and a lot
Biggie.
of the others. Hello, Biggie Shack.
Hi, Lau.
Hey, Lau. I
What's
will
up,
show the
Lau?
Harry. I
Okay.
will show the Harry Lucy.
Okay.
And this one, I've always thought was just it's my favorite.
Oh, the Cat and the Mouse. Yes. Yeah. This is a really classic one. Yeah. Can you read the caption for everybody?
Really, Betty, can I help it? If Archie prefers me, I certainly don't chase him. Does a mousetrap chase a mouse? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah,
But
I
look
think
at
she's so
look at the
cute.
proportions. Look at Veronica's hair. How beautifully sculpted. She's in this tight black leotard with perfect legs, and Betty is perfect too. Tight waist.
That's my line. I have that
it's
one too.
uh, it's just this is one that there were two Archie books. I mean, not the creature notwithstanding, but there were two Archie books that I had to get. I have a bunch of Archie. I have a lot of Archie. I really do. I'm surprised because I found my nose at Archie for years and
Hmm.
then finally saw the light. But so here is this, and then the book, the
I agree,
Archie.
Kenyon. Team Veronica all the way.
This is the pinnacle of my Archie stuff. It's Archie Comics number 50. It's also the highest graded copy. I think I share that title with someone else. I think there are two. It's an 8.0. This one though has off-white pages, and for a book from 1951, it's an amazing thing. And it is this beautiful
Oh
Betty
wow.
cover.
Now that's actually not Silver Age, but I won't complain too much. It's a great book. Yeah, it's such a good one. I mean, that's the yeah, yeah.
Archie was like Silver Age, like from 48 or 49. It was the same. The triangle was the same. This is the art, because she's a little bit more roundy. But
Hmm.
this book, by the cover by Montana, it is the sexy good girl cover in Archie.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful one. I mean, that's the grail of the Archie books, I would say. In terms of the good girl, that's the best of the good girl.
So and it was, and again, it was I had to spend to get it,
Hmm.
but it's so good that, I mean, it's a grail to me. It's very
Oh
much a
yeah, it is.
grail.
Yeah, it's a grail for everyone, I think. It's a big book.
So those are my 20. I have probably another 20 that would be up, as well. I've got a lot of early graded strange tales. I have a beautiful set of tales to astonish. I have a lot of the East Lansings for both Astonish and Strange Tales. The vast majority of my Strange Tales, which are raw, but they're from the White Mountain pedigree. They're East Lansings. I have Winnipegs. I have any number of different of pedigrees that Harley E basically that I was buying from in the day. But this was back in the 90s,
Hmm.
and all this we had as I've mentioned before, we had a glut in the 1990s, like we're having the glut now. But the glut in the 90s, when everything started, people started to find out, ha 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 ha, ha, so do I, that there was a large number of dealers, and with the comic book stores and with all the prices, getting some big prices on bigger books, a lot of stuff started flushing out, and that's where I put together.
Hmm.
Because I got rid of it in '88, and I was rebuilding right when that glut happened in the '90s. So I was buying high grade Flash. I was
So
buying high grade The Atom.
your Silver Age collection that you like, Steven had like a pretty awesome, almost near complete Silver Age collection that you sold off. Like you
Hmm.
said, it was like 100 long boxes, or what was it?
No, it's about 70 long boxes.
70 long
But that
boxes of silver.
included, but that included
Oh, but monogram
everything
box.
up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
all the way up to '88. So
And
from
then
from 65 to '88,
what grades were these books in, like typically?
as my floor grade, I was a completist, and
Hmm.
so if I could get a nice VG, because I didn't have any money. If I could find a nice VG, I would do it. If I could get a VF, I would do it. So many of the books I ended up were basically threes,
Oh, okay.
and threes and fours. And then for the bigger books, why it was basically how can I get in one that doesn't look terrible?
So you were
And
like me back then what you're
I,
saying.
as I've said this many times, I was very much, I had the same philosophy as you. I was a completist. I wanted to say I have the whole run.
Yeah, that's
And then
how
I tried as
so
hard as I could to get them as nice as I could, but I had to be very careful how I approached it, because on account of I didn't have any money.
that's my life. I have no money. I'm poor.
Well, but I was but no, but the thing was, when I worked at the hotel, I started at the hotel in 1976, when I graduated from Oregon, and my the number I really didn't have any vices. I liked nice cars. I collected cars for a while, and I
Hmm.
collected firearms. I've All my cars are gone, all my guns are gone, and what I did was I basically, and then of course living your life, paying your bills and trying to buy a house
Very
and all
true.
that other stuff. All it's the money has to go somewhere, and so, but buying books has been my passion since the
Hmm.
since 1960. And I will say this again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but always buy the best you can find and or afford, because down the road, if you are going to, for some reason, either sell or trade, if you have a nicer book, the chances of you having a harmonious outcome improves. And if
Hmm.
your tastes, I mean, if you're buying a long box of Brother Power, the Geek 1 and 2, life will not treat you well. I mean, because that book, Nate
There's
just
two in
got a
one,
set
so
of two.
yeah, there's
They're
no
god
problem.
awful, but
Yes.
there's books and there's books, and
Hmm.
the trade off is what do you like and what is popular.
Hmm.
If you like what's popular, I mean, if you genuinely like it, what's popular as affectionately, that's wonderful. If you're just buying to invest, if you're just saying I want to park my money here or whatever it is, then the usual suspects is all where you're going to go.
It's all
You're
the
going to
bad.
go to all the you'll go to all the pressure points, and that's what you will have if you're investing. I invested because I didn't care for Spider-Man very much.
Yeah. Great advice, Fiddle Chips. Yep.
But I bought Amazing Fantasy 15 and Hulk 1, both
Mhm.
because it wasn't that they were the ones I loved the most. They were the ones that had the best financial track record. And I said, to protect the money, the asset, I wanted to put it someplace that I figured had a better chance than Showcase 4. And boy, did I ever pick the right way, because it was
Mhm.
obvious to me that AF-15 and Hulk 1 were going to be the ones. And both of those books went away for me to get the Cap 1 and the Detective 31, and then other groupings for each one. All my bronze keys went away. All my graded high grade bronze keys went along with AF-15 to
Oh,
get
new
the
one.
Cap 1. Hello, Happy Hour
That's
Comics.
a new one. Yeah. Well,
I
there are some affordable books from the Golden Age, but not that many. But there are some.
Well, I mean, if you like westerns, okay,
Yeah.
if you like westerns and you like sort of the offbeat stuff
I'm
that's not
nostalgic.
terribly hello nostalgic, if they're offbeat, they're not going to be terribly expensive. But then you have to say, would I rather have this, you know, um, changing tire comics number 4,
Mhm.
or have a nice bronze key so that you can hobnob with your buddies and say, well, I have a beautiful 5.0 Fantastic Four number 5 or whatever it is, and everyone's going to ooh and ah.
The
In other
ideal
words,
comic is one that's rare, desirable, and
affordable and you like it.
affordable. Like those three things. But yeah, usually if it's rare and desirable, that's the ideal situation. Um, just having those two elements. So we're gonna actually, this is gonna be a shorter show, guys. The Silver Age was a very short era, anyways. So we actually are gonna do something. We're watching an auction, so we're gonna be kind of saying goodbye early. I want to quickly say to all the Canadians watching, happy
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, and eat lots of turkey. And
Time
you
to
know,
go to the Swiss Chalet.
yeah, go to the Swiss Chalet, get some turkey, get some cranberry sauce, all that stuff, and have some fun. So yeah, so thanks everyone for watching and hanging out.
Thank you.
Uh, and we'll see you next. Actually, next Monday will be a very special episode because I won't be here. It'll be Stephen flying solo. So it should be an interesting one.
Well,
I'm not.
you're going to be the narrator and just kick me back into play if I start to drift
I'll
off
I'll just be breathing heavily in the background.
again.
So yeah, so it should be interesting.
All right.
So yeah, so I'll be out of town. That's all. I just won't have any books with me. So yeah, so bye everyone. Thanks again
Thanks,
for hanging
guys.
out.
Thanks, everybody.